Well, first of all, Jack, we obviously heard from the manager after the Blackpool game, but just to get your perspective on it, it's another excellent result for Sheffield United.
Yeah, really good result. A couple of moments of real good quality, which was really pleasing, and then we saw the personality of the team again, which was great. It was when it went to 2-1, it was always going to be a tough end to the game, but I think that was really pleasing, the personality we showed, and I managed to come home with 3 points, which was fantastic.
You spoke to Stuart McCall prior to Blackpool. I mean, we were asking him from a coaching point of view how good it is to see kind of the attacking side, but also the defensive side, both sides of the game coming together really well at the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the lads were prepared very well, and they take on information really well, and I think we're good at both aspects of the game, and the goals for and against column suggests that as well. So yeah, no, really good. And we needed both elements. I thought the first goal was a real clever attacking move, playing into the striker and moving off that as well. And then they've got some threats. Medina's a threat, and he's hard to deal with. And he was putting the balls in the box, and we dealt with the first and second ball really well. And the distances were excellent, and that's something that we, the back five and the lads in front, we work on a lot, and it was really pleasing, that part. Yeah.
The Championship, we all know about it. Any team can beat any team on any given day, and especially when you're going away from home, that aspect, that fortitude, that mental fortitude, is always going to be something that's going to come to the fore at some stage, isn't it?
Yeah, I think personality. I mean, obviously there's lots of work going to the game, about patterns of play or what it may be defensively, but the personality of the team's got to be right. You can be organised, have a real good game plan, but if you get the personality bit wrong, then you're not going to win. And I think that's been really pleasing from the group of players. They've shown some real fighting spirit. They've dug in when they've had to, and then at the right time they've showed some real good quality. So there's lots of elements that are really pleasing at the minute.
We all know how much you enjoy playing at Bramall Lane with the crowd behind you, but away from home at the moment, I think it's 5 wins on the spin now. You seem to be really enjoying your time on your travels. Yeah.
Well, I think we meet the games head on, and we've been wonderfully backed in the stands as well, and they're noisy a lot away from home, which is fantastic. It comes onto the pitch. We had the entire side of the ground against Blackpool, and it really felt like a home game, if you like, in terms of the backing we got. So I think that goes a long way as well.
We all know about this time of year, the amount of games coming in quick succession. So generally, how are the lads coping with it at the moment?
It is what it is, isn't it? It's the schedule. You plan for it. The manager rotated a couple of positions, which was great to be able to do that after getting so many players back from injury during the break. So yeah, none of that was pleasing.
And being able to plan for it, I imagine it is nice, because a few weeks ago you probably wouldn't have been able to with the amount of injuries you've got, but competition is back now.
Well, you could plan for it, but you were planning in circumstances that were a little bit more difficult, and I think the probably planning in the times of the injuries was a tougher job, but almost a more important job. But yeah, getting the players back and some great players to get back into your squad is a big boost for us. We can't hide away from that, and they've all played the part in the last few weeks.
How important was it just to take 1 or 2 out of the firing line? The likes of George Bollock, obviously, has played nearly every game this season, and just being able to rest him with another quick turnaround coming out.
Well, yeah, it is tough, and the intensity we play at's very high as well. And with that run of games, when Jayden was out injured, we didn't really have the facility to give George a rest when maybe we would have, in terms of how tough that schedule was prior to the World Cup. I think it was probably the toughest schedule I've seen in the Championship. But so to be able to take him out the firing line, if you like, and let him get back up to speed is really useful for us. The manager speaks to the group all the time about it being a squad game for us, and everyone's going to play their part, and you can see that by the team selections. Everybody's playing.
And getting the likes of Jayden Bogle, Jack Robinson up to speed, so they can come in. Like you say, it's a high intensity team that you've got here. How much work has gone in behind the scenes to get them kind of spot on, ready to play?
Yeah, a lot of work's gone in. The fitness coaches, the S&C, they're well worked when they're not in the team, and they've got up to speed really well. And I thought both of them were excellent the other night. I thought the fitness levels were really high. I thought they could play at our intensity, and and we're a big part of why we got the 3 points.
A lot of talk, as you'd expect, around James McAtee at the moment.
Yeah.
You've obviously seen him up close and personal on the training ground, week in, week out. Just how much has he developed over the last month or so?
Yeah, I think that's what you want from young players. They're always going to be improving, and I think Mac has done that. He's a terrific lad, very grounded, got a great work ethic, and everybody can see how much he's improving, and he's gone on to be a match winner for his last couple of games, and that's why the manager brought him in.
Talent has obviously never been in doubt, but just from your point of view, getting that talent from the training ground and put it on a pitch in a championship environment, how difficult has that been, and how well has he done to kind of get that out of himself?
I think that's the job, isn't it? I think that's the job when on the coaching team is to help him produce moments, help him to fit into how we play, to help us win football matches. So that's the job. But with that, he'll need to show a willingness, a desire to get better, and to be brave in the big moments. He's had some big moments in tough games and really important games for us, and that's why we brought him here, and he's producing, and the lads are really pleased for him, and the manager I know is really pleased with him, and long may it continue.
And just a quick word on Daniel Jebison, obviously someone you know really well from your time in the academies, and obviously now in the first team, Strikers Union as well, so I imagine you've worked a lot with him. Good to see him back, but where is he at now in terms of his development at the moment?
Daniel's doing great, yeah. He had a bit of a stop-start one with his injuries. People forget he'll still be a teenager at the start of next season, so he's developing really well. He's got some fantastic physical attributes, and we will continue to work to develop him, but he's got a really bright future. I think people forget how young he is. He broke into the team at 17. He was ahead of schedule, if you like, for where we saw him as we were looking at him as a 15, 16-year-old. But he's got there through his hard work and his talent, and we're really pleased with him, and we're optimistic of a really bright future for him.
He had a really good pre-season, didn't he? He really hit the ground running. He came back early when he could have had a break, and then obviously the injury hit. So from a character point of view, how well has he come back from that little setback?
He's strong mentally, Dan. There's no problem there. He's had lots of little challenges along the way. He's been out. He's experienced the loan market, if you like, and he's done really well out there. He's back with us now, and probably just needs a bounce of a ball to go his way. But that's the same with any striker. But no, we're really pleased with him, and like we're talking about young players, we're hoping and we'll be putting things in place the way he keeps improving, and I think we've done that consistently well with the players here. So that'll be the plan for Dan as well.
And like you said, he's still really young, but he's getting experience playing for a team right at the top of the championship. The old Camiro's coming off the bench. You probably won't get that at some of the other clubs around the division.
No, I mean, it's a winning team with lots of winning mentalities in there, and he's around that and he's soaking that up all the time. There's been some real, top performances from the team, and Dan's been in the middle of that, and he's around that. He's seeing what it takes in terms of the way the lads go about their training, how they take their analysis serious, how they approach games, their preparation, and there's so much goes into getting a win, and you can't not pick up all these lovely traits that the more experienced lads have got, and that's a real great part of his education. It's very rarely just comes from the coaches. I think having good seniors in your squad is imperative for success, and we've got that. And what that does is it brings the group up, and the younger ones beneath really pick up and learn from those traits, and that'll go into his psyche, if you like. He'll go through with him for the rest of his career, and then hopefully he gets to the stage where he starts to help develop the younger ones beneath him.
So looking ahead then to QPR and Team U's, you've got John Egan coming back from his one-match ban. Anyone else coming back into the squad for this one?
Ollie Mack's getting closer. No real problems from the other night, so yeah.
And QPR as a test, different to when you last played them. Obviously a managerial change has happened since they're at Loftus Road. What can we expect?
Well, we can expect a tough game. They've had back-to-back home games. They'll be looking to bounce back from the result the other night. They played well the other night. Just didn't get the result. We've played them once before. I thought we played really well against them up here, just didn't quite get the break. But it'll be a very good game, another competitive one, and one we'll be ready for.
Maybe trying to channel the experience of last season, because that was a crucial in right at the back end of the last campaign at Loftus Road.
Yeah, that was fantastic. The second half performance down there was I really enjoyed. I thought it was quite special, actually. Again, it was that personality. It was there's a relentless nature to it. We will be looking to do something similar, but it's never quite as easy as that. Both teams will be trying to win.